Adrenaline Motorsports. This is Fred Blanchard, your host, and told you that I had an in-studio guest, Brian Basic. I've had him sitting here, and Brian and he and I are going to talk now about a couple of things. He's out here from Ohio. Brian, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And why don't you kind of bring me your point of view as to what we're up to and how you see things. I know that you've been away. You haven't got to see the project for a while, and it's all been kind of something of a curiosity to you. I've not sent you any photos or anything, and you're in town now, and you've got to see what you got to see. So why don't you go ahead and come up with what you've reviewed, and if you got questions, and we'll discuss them, and we'll go from there. Go ahead.
I was out here in May, and I got to see the motor on the dyno at MyTech Engines with Mike Lefevre, and to me, Fred took an Arius Hemi Chevrolet engine and made it. We took it to the farthest it's probably ever been, maybe since Dale Smart raced it in the 80s, and I'm pretty proud. We were out last night in the yard next to the car was next to the garage, and we're working on the brakes, and I really started to look at the work that's in this car, and from last year, that was my first time at Bonneville. I'm an old drag racing kind of guy, and I got into show cars, and that's how I met Fred. I purchased an Arius Hemi Chevrolet for my 33 Willys Pie Wagon that we're building for the Riddler Award, hopefully next year or the year after. And then he got involved and bought this Lakester from Rich Mansion, and then he opened the garage door. I still go over this and I'll never forget it. And he said, "Look at my car," and I just took a look and never thought a thing about it. And then I went to Bonneville last year, and I'm telling you, folks, if you get a chance, it's a seventh or eighth wonder of the world. I was just reading in a book this morning at Fred's. It's 19,000 square miles sea, a couple 100 million years ago, that receded and dried out and left salt. And the area that they race on is approximately 150 square miles of pure salt. And this is one of the few places on Earth that you can actually see the curvature of the Earth. You watch the car and it goes over the horizon and disappears. And it's just something to behold. Anyhow, last night we were working on the brakes, and I just took a look at the workmanship and just the plumbing to get the fuel into the motor, and the electronic system for all the temperature. He put a computer system in the car, and it'll tell us wheel speed, temperature, the exhaust, and so on and so forth. And he did one heck of a job. And Fred?
Yeah, I just I didn't realize you were that observant, but I certainly appreciate your comments. But it wasn't my work alone. Of course, a lot of it was done kind of when I had the car up at Roseville. We had a lot of discussion about how things were going to be mounted, and it's to be one thing to take a motor from off the dyno and then taking the car to up there to install it in the car, and that's where actually the true workmanship begins, because you have a situation where now things have to fit within the framework of the car and the body panels and what have you, and this became what we chose to do. And I actually took some time off to spend some time up in Roseville to actually complete the car, and I'm kind of glad we did. There was quite a few things in question as to how I would like to have it done, and I was fortunate enough to be there where I could answer some of these things.
And the troublemaker I am, I got I got Fred into trouble, because I'm a show car guy too, and I always felt that if you got a car that goes 300 miles an hour, it's got to look like it goes 300 miles an hour. And to me, how the car looks is very important, so I stuck my nose in, and we ended up getting the car painted pearl yellow with blue metal flake, And the name of the radio show, Adrenaline Rush, is on the side. And folks, if you get a chance, you have to see this car. It is just absolutely stunning, and I can't wait. We got chromed, polished rims, and the caps on the wheels, and the underbelly is completely polished, and it's going to go. It's going to look as nice as
it's aerodynamics, Brian. It's all aerodynamics,
and it's going to go fast. Believe me.
Oh yeah, we're
no. I'm one of those. I'm a very optimistic kind of person.
Well, I'll certainly I go along with your optimism, because I must tell you that once we got the engine in the car, we really started looking at it very closely, and had to make the decision as to how this engine is totally different than a big block Chevrolet. I must tell you that it kind of overhangs outside the car, and so it's a little bit bigger than the average big block Chevrolet. And so what we ended up doing, again, Brian, he's mentioned it. It's an Arias Hemi Chevy. Well, this is a true hemispherical design cylinder head. We can get into the design aspect of it, but I must tell you that in order for to get the work done that we got done with the help of Mike Lefevre's and BPE cylinder heads, and with
Roseville Rod and Custom.
Roseville Rod and Custom was the ones that we talked the talk, but Ben York and crew there, by golly, they are the ones that we started putting shape to the car. And when I looked at it initially, I says, wow, I don't know if we can deal with this or not. But when it got done, I got to tell you, it's a work of art. I will say this. And Ben, my hat's off to you and your people, but and your dad and your stepdad. All you guys give it your best. I mean, all the detail things. I mean, it's a beautiful piece. And we're going to enjoy each other's company when we go to the Salt. I know that we've made plans to hopefully all get together there. But, Brian definitely put it up a couple of notches, I must tell you. But what took place, just to give you an example, if I can describe it to you, we tried to add more shape to the vehicle and not expose the supercharger as it was in the past. And so we shaped some of the sheet metal to go around the various components. For an example, we don't run a standard supercharger, as one might know. It's called a PSI screw charger, which is there are probably a few around, and I think one or two guys have run them up there at Bonneville. But we've done our homework, we believe, and hopefully we're going to achieve our goals as far as our getting our licensing. And then if we had able to do that the first part of the week and everything is still all bolted together, then I think we might even have the opportunity to hop it up and see if we what our intentions were will work themselves out. Again, we're not with the class of people that we got some high quality people around us, and they've certainly guided me along the way. I must tell you that. And our goal is eventually to shoot for the record, and the record is 334 miles an hour, and it's been standing for over 10 years. And the guy who set the record, I believe that his car was sold, and they will be there. And I think they were there last year, and they did run in the 300 mile an hour mark. So it's going to be a treat to learn how some of the guys have paid their dues, and we're going to pay ours just by we're kind of the new kids on the block. But I think we got a great opportunity based on whom we've had around us and what they've shared their opinion about. And at least we have the high hopes, and the key thing is everything holds together and all the tires work and all of that. So we're looking forward to doing this. But the car is, if nothing else, it is immaculate. It is probably one of the prettiest cars that you'll see out there. And but our goal is to get our licensing and go fast, and that's the direction we want to go. And Brian, I got to tell you, I got to appreciate everything that you've provided for us to do what we're doing, and having you as a friend and a partner in the deal, I couldn't have chosen a better partner. So I greatly appreciate that.